finish. Okay, first one of the day. We're gonna take them home and cook them up. So I just have a small piece of worm here. Then I actually have the tiniest hook. I was planning on going for mountain whitefish, but it didn't pan out. I got all rigged up for that. So I'm just using the same rig, and it seems to have worked out. So just a small chunk of worm on there. And then I have enough split shot to get it to the bottom. As you can see, the river is moving pretty swift, so I need quite a bit. Little cutthroat. I think he's 14 inches, but I don't have a scale, so I don't have a measuring tape, so I'm just gonna chuck him back. Okay, so that's gonna do it for me here. I only had a couple hours to fish this spot. This morning I went out to try a sturgeon spot to see if it was producing yet, but unfortunately they are not biting over there. So I wanted to come grab a few suckers so I could try a new recipe. I do have one stop before I go home, and my friend told me about another sucker spots. So I'm gonna go there, and if I catch stuff, you'll see it. If not, I'll see you in the kitchen. So here's my fish. It's already chopped up on the top of the hopper for the meat grinder. And here's the end result. Okay, so I'm back in the kitchen. I'm going to be making fish balls, deep fried fish balls with the large scale sucker that I've got. They're really bony fish, so a good thing to do is put it through a meat grinder and then deep fry it. This will soften the bones and you shouldn't even be able to notice it. So here's our ground large scale sucker. I boiled a parsnip and mashed it up, and there's the end. It's about a pound. I've got a shallot here, 1 egg. We're going to use a tablespoon of tarragon, a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, and salt. So we're just going to mix it all up right now. Sounds delicious. You can get in there with your hands if you like, and that's probably going to be the easiest way of doing it, but I'm going to not be making a gross video and try. Okay, so it's all mixed up now. So I'm going to throw this in the fridge. I'm going to get my deep fryer going, and then I'm also going to get the coating that I'm going to put on these balls. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm just putting the balls together right now. If you've got an ice cream scoop or a melon scoop, that'd probably be helpful. I'm just using a tablespoon. So we're gonna just make these balls, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip them in these fine breadcrumbs, which is actually Progresso herb and garlic breadcrumb. And then we're going to throw that in the eggs we got here, and then throw it in the panko breadcrumbs before we fry them up. If you're using an ice cream scoop, it's going to be a lot better because you'll get the same size balls and they'll cook at the same rate. But that's okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. I like fish sashimi sometimes. Okay, so like I was saying, we throw it in the Progresso breadcrumbs first, which is a fine breadcrumb. If you don't have the Progresso, you can use pretty much anything. Another alternative is to just use flour, but I'm going to throw it in this egg wash and then into the panko. And that's what we got. Big mess on my hands as well. That's okay. So I'm going to keep doing this for all these balls, and we'll go toss it in the deep fryer in a second. Okay, so here are my big meaty balls, and I'm going to throw them in the fryer right now. I've got the fryer set up to 350 degrees. I'm going to throw these in there. It should take 4 or 5 minutes, but we'll just watch them till they're nice and golden brown. Okay, so these balls are taking quite a bit longer. It took 7 minutes for these ones to be finished. Just grab one and throw your thermometer in there. And you want it to get to about 140 to 145. Okay, so we're getting there. We're at 143. I'm just gonna let it go to 145 so I know. That way I can make sure that they're done. Okay. Right, keep going. And there we go. Look at those. I hear that. crunch.
Action.
Hear that crunch? Here's what they look like inside. Probably could have done a better job mashing my parsnips. You can see big chunks there. But it's all the meat is cooked. Looks really good. Let's try them out. I'll try it without tartar sauce to start. There's a lot. Okay. Don't take such big bites of boiling hot food, I guess. Yeah, that's really delicious actually. Lots of different herb flavors, and there's no bones in there. Can't tell them. I guess they've all softened up while I've deep fried it. It's nice, tasty, crunchy. It's delicious. Okay, that was really delicious. I got this recipe from Stefan's Gourmet Food Blog, stefangourmet.com. I'll put a link to the recipe in the description. It was great. I made some additions, threw in the shallots. One thing I wish I had done though is add a little more white pepper. To barely taste it. I like it a bit more out there, you know. So yeah. Give this recipe a try. It'll be good with any sort of whitefish, not just suckers. Yeah, maybe it'll be even good with salmon. I don't know. Don't know till you try, right? Till next time.